What is up, guys? This is Nick here from Everything Tech, and welcome to this video unboxing of the iPhone 7 32GB Silver Edition here. Now, I tried to get the black edition of the iPhone 7, however, they were completely out of stock at the Apple store I went to. So before we unbox this baby, let's talk just a little bit about specs. I'm not gonna give you every spec in this video, that would just be ridiculous. We'll do that in the full review. Let me know down below in the comments section of this video what you wanna see on the iPhone 7. I'm super excited to make videos about this baby, and I think we're gonna have some great content. We're gonna make a whole series and playlist on the iPhone 7. So the iPhone 7 carries over from the iPhone 6s Plus, or not the 6s Plus, but the 6s with a 4.7-inch screen that's 750p. It's not 1080. A 12 megapixel camera on the rear, 2160p or 4K video recording, a 2 gigabytes of RAM with an Apple A10 CPU that's supposed to be up to 40% faster than the A9 CPU on the prior model here. So yeah, this is a waterproof phone. Well, not necessarily waterproof. So this is not fully waterproof. This is water resistant. This is IP67 certified. That means that if you drop it a little bit in some water, it's gonna be okay. If you drop it in the pool by accident, it should be okay. But don't go, thinking that you could just swim underwater all day with this baby and write notes like you could on something like the Note 7. That's not gonna happen here with the iPhone 7, but it's still pretty dust and water resistant. You can get dust on here. Dust is not gonna go on the screen. This does have support for Apple Pay, 3D Touch with a Taptic Engine home button, which is basically a new home button. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And this comes in 3 different flavors. 32 gigabytes starts at $649 and it goes up 100 from there. 128 gigabytes is $749 and 256 gigs is $849. Now, this is not the model with the dual camera system. This one just has the 12 megapixel f1.8 aperture, which is basically catching up to the Android world. S7 has a 1.7 aperture and the LG G5 has a 1.8 as well. So they're catching up here now to the Android world in terms of the camera aperture size, you can say. But this should be a great photographer's phone, but we'll talk about that later as well. 7 megapixel selfie camera. And yeah, we'll talk about everything else in the full review. I think that's what matters. The GPU, it's 6-core graphics. So now let's go ahead and unbox this baby. So it's a little bit different in the font. The font of the iPhone 7 is, if you have an eye for detail, you would notice that this font is slightly different on the box. Picture on the front, not like that iPhone 6 of past where we had just a white box. And no more, cut it open with a knife here with the iPhone. You got a pull tab now for the iPhone, but you can see this is the 32 gigabyte and we'll pull that off. This is the first unboxing, never unboxed this yet, but that should be pretty easy to put back on if you want to keep that plastic there. Let me zoom out just a bit here and we're gonna open this guy up. So this is my first reactions too, and there it is. The papers, the papers, no iPhone. Well, maybe it's behind it, let's see. And there's the iPhone 7 right there. So in here, you are gonna reveal yourself a thing that says, welcome to iPhone here. It says, turn your iPhone on with the sleep and wake button. Preview content, pressing the 3D touch display. Use Touch ID to unlock the home button. And you got some Apple stickers to go throw on your car, give to some friends, do whatever you wanna do, or keep them in the box to retain your value of your smartphone when you go ahead and trade this iPhone 7 in future scenarios. So you can see there is the iPhone 7 for the first time. There we go. You slide it that way and bam, put that plastic there back in the box. And feels like an iPhone 6s right out of the gate. Looks very clean. I do enjoy the silver model, but you can see no headphone jack there on the iPhone 7. So for all of you headphone lovers, we're gonna talk more about this in the review, but for all of your headphone lovers, no headphone jack, and that's actually only a microphone, only a speaker on the right side. Lightning port remains. But let me go ahead and power this guy up, and while I'm powering it up, we're gonna look and see what's inside the box. So right out the gate, I can tell you when you boot up the screen, it doesn't look quite as bright as the past screen, like not quite as white. Pretty dim here on the boot up, so you're gonna notice that right out the gate. You do get a charger here, not fast charging. iPhone still doesn't have fast charging yet on their devices. I think they're saving that for the iPhone 8, although it would have been nice to have it this year. So we're already in there. And then you get these like ear pods that extend through this adapter right here, it's going to be inside here. You see this adapter right here? That little adapter is going to connect here to your lightning port so you can use your old headphones. So that's going to be a little bit not very Apple-like in terms of the simplicity factor, but still, it is what it is. You could still use your phone, you know, with the headphones, but it's just going to be a little bit annoying if you ask me. So let me go ahead and put this and slide this away, and I'm going to set up the phone, and I'll be right back with you guys in just a second. All right, guys, I'm still in the setup process, but I do want to take a quick second to talk about this new home button. Basically, this is a Taptic engine, and we're going to get started here. And you can see it basically allows you to do clicks how, you know, different levels of pressure in terms of your clicking ability here on the iPhone 7, which is nice. So we're going to choose the zoom view here, and I'm just going to put on the bigger view here. But you can see we should now be in to the iPhone 7 in just a second here, once it loads up the screen. All right, guys, we are now in the iPhone 7, and the iPhone 7 does come with iOS 10 straight out of the box, which I think is awesome. It's a great operating system, very smooth. If you ask me, probably the smoothest operating system on the planet. And you can see I do have the 27.85 gigs, 23.5 gigs available, and this is iOS 10.0 right here. You can see 14A346 here for our iPhone. But you could see, just going through it, looks very similar to the iPhone 6S in terms of its speed. But let's just kind of hop into the applications really quickly here, just to show you that A10 speed. And it's pretty quick here. Probably one of the fastest phones I've ever used. And I actually really like this home button down here on my first impressions. It feels a lot quicker than the prior physical button, even though it's going to be a little bit annoying if you have to wear gloves in the winter time, and because it's a capacitive button, so it needs your fingerprint to actually work. It still makes the phone feel a little bit snappier, a little bit smoother here. Now let's just go ahead and take a quick picture on the iPhone. I'm just going to take a picture of the box, maybe get up a selfie or a close-up shot of it. Let's see what's going on here. And right out of the gate, I could tell you that selfie cam, I haven't even took a picture yet, and it looks really damn sharp. So we're just gonna go ahead and take a picture here. You do have live photos ability here and all the great features that come with iOS 10. I did do an iOS 10 top 10 hidden features. You can check that right here down below. But you can see, look at the quality. Very strong quality here. Now, I'm not gonna brag and say Apple's better than Android or anything like that, but this phone does have a very strong camera department with a quad LED flasher. You can see it's really hard to see, but there's plenty of flash going on there. So you're gonna be pretty solid there. So that's pretty much gonna wrap this unboxing video up and first impressions of the iPhone 7 here for the channel. Now, if you wanna see any videos on this guy, you know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run it through its review process. I might do a camera review, a video blog. Let me know what you guys wanna see. Drop it down below in the comment section. I have this phone for 7 days. This is a loaner phone for review unit. This is not my phone. My phone is the iPhone SE. I'm sure you guys know that. The ones who really watch this channel, really mess around with this channel. Love y'all. That's my phone. This phone is a review phone. So that's why I want you guys to drop it down below. Let me know what you guys want to see. I'm going to be making videos anyway. But if you guys enjoyed this, please click the like button for me. First impressions, if you like iPhone, this phone's a win. You're really going to like this phone. If you want to upgrade from a 6S, it might not be so much better. If you got an SE and you kind of didn't like the small screen, even though it's super fast, this might be a cool upgrade. It's not too exciting if you already have a later Apple product, but if you have anything 5S and before, this is a solid upgrade here. But if you're waiting for that OLED screen, wait till 2018, because I think that's coming very soon here. Anyway, that's going to wrap this video up. If you guys enjoyed it, like I say, click the like button for me. Subscribe to the channel for more technology videos like this. Look forward to iPhone 7 coverage coming here on the channel. Have a great night wherever you are. Great day, great morning, whatever time zone you're in. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.
Yeah.